The Australian dream is alive and well. Actually, I think Australians are property obsessed, if I'm brutally honest. If people aren't in the market, they feel very nervous and anxious about it. Talking about the property market is almost a sport.
Sold, congratulations. Thank you for participating.
Housing affordability is a real issue in Australia,
We've actually seen the third fastest pace of price growth in more than 140 years.
and it really does target first homeowners.
For 30 to 34-year-old households, the sort of households that we think are prime first home buyers, 2 decades ago, something like 2/3 of them own their own home. Today, it's just 1/2.
We've obviously had interest rates which have been on the decline.
Increasing population growth.
And the other thing that's really becoming a big dynamic now is supply.
We just haven't built enough housing for the last few decades.
And when you really think about it, the idea of one standalone house on a quarter-acre block satisfying the needs of the whole of society, it's an absurd notion.
For many people, it makes a lot more sense to buy a kind of starter home and work their way up.
So they're looking at all sorts of living options, from townhousing through to apartments, and they're looking at trade-offs.
Instead of looking to buy a house that they can live in for 10 years, they might look for an apartment to live in for 5.
And so redesigning our cities to provide smaller houses and a mix of apartments is what's going to allow us to make appropriate housing affordable to a whole range of different household types.
From the minute we look at a site, we're assessing whether we think we can add value to that site. We're then always looking at how do we get as much variety into the product typology so that we can get first home buyers into the project. People are really craving that strong amenity, the strong infrastructure, and when you get it right, that's when people will make those key trade-offs. They will be willing to maybe sacrifice a bit in the property they're buying in terms of maybe size or a bedroom or car parking, things like that, because they know that they're going to be able to step out of their door, get to things quickly. They've got everything that they would like to do on the weekends right there. It's something that as a business we really focus on, and we really target projects where you can do that. The desire to own your own property in Australia will remain. The financial benefits are there to be seen.
The idea of the one Australian dream is no longer about that one golden property. It's about a progression throughout life. So people are more inclined to build their dream over a generation or so rather than in one fell swoop.
I just think the Australian dream has changed. It's certainly not dead, it's just different.